Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm a little bit excited today because I have been wanting to do a travel journal for quite some time, and I'm very excited that Stampin' Up have released a kit where everything you need is in this one little box to create a wonderful travel journal that you can take with you if you want to, because everything you need is in here. Now, I'm not going to do a complete unboxing because I just jumped straight in and started making this. If you want to see exactly what is in this kit, I will have a link below to my website where you can see all the images on here. I'll have a link to this specific product, and you can also head over to the official Stampin' Up YouTube video where they go through an entire unboxing of this and how to put a couple of the layouts together. You can see here you do get some photos and everything of how to put this together, and the Stampin' Up video actually show you a couple of the stories that are involved with this. I have some stickers obviously left over because it's also provided in French and in German and in Dutch, I believe. There's another one in there somewhere. I might have misplaced that. You get some ABC stickers. I have used a few of these, but I've got enough left over for other scrapbooking projects that I know I'm going to use. I've got a few stickers left over. Not terribly many. I used up a couple of entire sticker sheets, and here's the other sheet here. And I've used most of the English ones. You can see this is that same sheet. I sometimes cut stickers apart so I can place them, but I've got my top 5, and seriously, they're the only 2 title or sentiment pieces that I haven't used on here. I've got a bicycle and a heart. I've used everything pretty much on this page except for another heart and some sunglasses. So I'm thinking that I might put some of these into a little travel folder to do with my trip over to Vancouver, because I've got aeroplanes and all sorts of things here that I can use with that. And you get a roll of tear tape as well. So really all you need to do is take this box with you on your travels. You might have a little personal printer that you can take away with you and record and journal about your travels while you're away, or like me, you can use this from a little trip that was quite some time ago. So let's get into looking at what I've actually created here. I have just written on the side here the year for this. I'm going to get out my labeling machine, I think, and do a label here so it stands out a little bit more. I did use these ABC letters. You can see I've got some that are peeled off here, and I decided I wasn't going to use them because I didn't really love this petal pink color up against the blue of the album. So I peeled them all off, and I've just drawn something on here. I'm going to get my label maker out, I think. I'm going to think about that a little bit more to put something onto the spine. I've constructed the cover here exactly as it is in the instructions, but I have added the ABC letters here with the month and the year that the photos pertain to in here. This was a 5-day road trip that I did with my daughter, and I love that it's got a band here so you can easily close it up and take it with you to show someone, and it's just a great feature to be able to close the album over, especially if you're traveling with this. So this is a little trip that I did with my daughter back in May 2018. I've got a little signpost here that was a sticker. Now, true confession on this one, I did actually rip this sticker because I was showing this at a workshop, and when I pulled this apart, I wasn't careful enough. But I've been able to fix that up a little bit. But there you can see the ABC letters. They look absolutely fabulous with this. I love the accents of brown or the espresso color onto the colorways of this. I think this is wild wheat. And I'm just bringing this in. It does give you a list of the colors that are used throughout. So Calypso Coral, that will be this color here. Early Espresso, which are the ABC letters and other accents in the stickers. Lost Lagoon, which is this gorgeous blue, very similar to a Close to My Heart Lagoon, but there's light and shade with it. It's just the tones of Lost Lagoon here. Petal Pink and Wild Wheat. So if you wanted to add anything else to this, you can very easily just look at the instructions and add additional cardstock. Now, there is one thing that I have added to this, and that is some cardstock, because even though I printed my photos with a white border, I wanted to matte some of them. I haven't matted a lot of. I think I've only used 1 sheet of cardstock throughout this just to highlight a couple of them. So I'm just going to flip through the pages here. I'm going to show how it's all constructed, how you put it together, but I want to do a flip through of the album first. You can see I've got autumnal tones here that work really well with these papers, but these color tones would work with a lot of travel photos. I've got some photos from India that I haven't scrapbooked yet, and I think the tones would work really well with the colors from that, because I've recently been to Vancouver and Alaska. The color tones will work with that as well. So they're three totally different destinations that I know would work well with these colors. It really is quite versatile, even though you're looking at quite strong tones here. You can see I've brought in a little bit of the espresso as well. And my photos are mainly 3x4 and 4x6 photos. A couple of them I have cut down a little bit more, but I love the fact that there are little pockets in here, so I can put some journaling in, and I can hide the journaling a little bit if I want to, but I've also got these little spots as well where I can do journaling onto the actual page. So there's flexibility with how you want to do your journaling and how many photos you want to put in these pockets. These will hold quite a few. I've got several in another one coming up. And what I've done here with these little tabs, these are actually stickers. So they're like little word strips, but because my photos come right to the edge on most of these, I didn't actually use them. And then I thought that they would be fun to use as little tabs to help pull out the photos. Now, obviously there are no page protectors or memory protectors on these. So this will also protect the photo a little bit as well by putting this sticker on here to pull it out. People know that they can pull on this little tab section here. So basically the plan for this trip was just to get away, a mother-daughter road trip. It was a pretty loose itinerary. We knew we were going to Daylesford, but after that we weren't quite sure. But we just wanted to get away together and enjoy each other's company. And what I love about this album is the fact that it is easy to construct because these pages come out, and I'm going to take it apart in a little bit. But we also have, not only do we have little pockets, but we've also got interactive elements that open within the actual album as well. So you can put your journaling on here. The stickers that came in the box, I have just used those. I haven't brought anything else in. I love this destination and date type ticket so that I could tuck that in with various places that we went to. I think there were 3 of them in total within this kit, so that came in handy. And the sticker strips just work so well. You can see that I have used them on this page as well. There's a sticker strip, and there's one going across here that's just been cut with scissors. So really the only thing you need to add to this box is a pair of scissors if you want to take it away to create while you're away, or if you want to take it to a workshop, it's very achievable to do this within a workshop setting. So lots of room to do some journaling, plenty of room to add additional photos. I could have put this journaling card into this little pocket here and put more photos here if I wanted to. I could add more photos to this little pocket as well. But I just picked out my favorite photos from this little trip. I love the little tags, and I have put some twine on these so that the holes weren't empty. And this is another one where I've got a little tab here to help pull out. You can see I've actually double backed this one. I've used the entire tab sticker on this one so that it pokes up a little bit more from this other photo that I've got tucked in here. So people know that they can pull this out and have a look. And this one itself is adhered direct to the page. I didn't want the 3x4 photos actually slipping all the way down so that they wouldn't be seen at all, but it works quite well having them this way. And I quite like having them fanned out like this so that you know that there's more to come. The coordination of the stickers and everything just works so beautifully with the base pages of these. So this is like one section of the book here, and then you create the next section. Now on the video in Stampin' Up, it does take you through the assembly of some of the pages, but not all of them. So I didn't follow the actual guide per se when it came to doing the rest of my pages. I just made them up myself. I just used what I had and created the additional pages by adhering the pockets. These are very, very sturdy pockets. They are scored, so they fold back on themselves so that you can adhere them direct to the page. And then you've got enough room when it comes to putting your photos in that they will go from edge to edge. You can see the adhesive is not inside the pocket at all. It's on where it's been tucked in underneath. And then I'm just going to flip through again. You can see I've added a little bit more of the espresso here. This one I offset it on an angle to do a little bit of a different matte for this photo. This one I've just used a piece just to accent and give somewhere for the top of this note card to sit. This is actually a pocket underneath here, but when I put my photo in here, I decided that I really wanted it to be on top. So it sort of grounds it a little bit by having it on top. So what I did was just cut some white cardstock and put that behind this photo here so that it would sit nice and flat. It doesn't matter whether you're traveling by plane or by car, or even there's a bicycle sticker in here as well. I thought this was an appropriate sticker to put with this photo as we're traveling from one destination to another. There's another of those little tabs there, making it easy to pull out this photo and another destination, and combining that with a little journal card. I love everything about this book. This one here has got quite a few photos tucked in here. So you can see I've got little tabs from those stickers on each one of these so that they can be pulled out and looked at. And I've added a little bit of journaling here about this actual silo art piece. This we went and saw in 2018 and it's been added to since we've been there. A couple of them have, actually this one has as well. There's more silo art on the silos behind here that I haven't actually seen, and it's something that I want to do. There's quite a lot of silo art in Victoria, so I really want to go on another road trip and see those as well. And I've got 3 photos in here and a journal card, and I think I could put a couple more photos in here, so you're not limited by the actual real estate of the page itself. You've got all these pockets that you can put other memorabilia and photos in. Surprisingly, I only took 1 food photo while we were away, and we ate a lot of delicious meals, but I think we were just enjoying ordering and eating and being in the moment. This one's really, really cute. I've done this pretty much as per the instructions. So this is a Polaroid type frame, and I've printed my photo as a 4x4 in this case, rather than a 6x4 or a 3x4 traditional size photo. And just doing the strips of the stickers, stacking up the suitcases, it is just all about a trip. And it keeps everything as a theme. You don't actually have to have photos of suitcases or airports or train stations on your photos that you're scrapbooking, because it just all relates to travel. And the word art and the strips with the words on them really make this easy to put together. And then on the last page, I've just entered it with 1 photo here, quite simply using the stickers. I love the leaves and the distressing on the leaves and everything on this as well. So this was a lot of fun to put together. It really didn't take me too long. You can take each of these page sections out and obviously put them in when you finished making them. You don't have to construct them when it's all together. The pieces come separately. So you get this section on its own, and you get this section on its own, and obviously there are 2 of these. So this one has been put together, and there's the elastic in the middle there holding it. These are actually called stories. So you can create everything before you slide it into your book. And then you can make all of the pages on every single section. There's not one wasted piece on here. So if I flip this over, you can see there are photos all on the back of this and photos all on the front of this and little stories and everything. And I love the fact that this one actually folds out to give you more. So once you've created a section, you can just lift up the elastic here and slide that in. And this is where I damaged that signpost sticker on the front. Oh, I didn't lift this up enough when I was taking it apart. So that fits in together like this. And then once you've completed the next one, you can, and you can see I've built on the back of that as well. You just lift this up and ease it into place. And then you have all your stories together in the book. Now, I've got a little bit of room in here. I haven't padded up too much because I didn't have any memorabilia. If you've got tickets and things like that, you can put those in these little pockets that are here. So you can tuck ticket stubs, postcards, any types of things that you collect on your travels. You can put those in these little pockets. If you wanted to, you could put flip-flaps in here as well if you've got more photos that you want to put in on a page. There's definitely plenty of room in this to expand it, so you could really have it out quite a bit further than what I have here. The other thing that you could do is create a little insert in here of another page if you wanted to make your own, and just score it down the middle and tuck that in as well. But I had just enough to fill out this album. The pages are very, very sturdy. They're a thick weight cardstock, so they are not going to crease when you're looking through the album. So that's my little travel book. I loved putting this together. I hope you've enjoyed my flip through. You could definitely add stamping, more stickers, mixed media. You could antique all the edges with a bit of ink distressing. You can see I actually did it on this one here. I'll hold it up against the back side of this photo here. I put some espresso ink around the edges of this, and I really love the effect. And if I put it in here up against the actual pattern paper, you can see that that makes it stand out quite well. I only thought of doing that after I'd constructed most of this, and I think I would do that on the next one that I make. Do more of the ink distressing and a little bit more mixed media with some stencils and some more stickers and things. So, and that's my little book all done, ready to go on the shelf, and I'm going to share this, of course, with my daughter. I hope you enjoyed my flip through of this album. It's called the Scenic Route Travel Journal journal kit. It's not an expensive item, so it is great for gift giving. In Australia, it's $39 and you get everything that you need in this brown box to put it together. And I think it's a perfect gift to give to friends or family, or maybe even someone that wants to start doing scrapbooking but doesn't want to tackle the big 12 by 12 pages. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you next time. Happy crafting, everyone, and bye for now.